So that was a short version of one of Reverend Davis's simpler blues. It's a very straightforward song. It's a song that he taught to beginners when they would come in, people who didn't really know very much about the guitar, and he would start playing this song so that they could sort of get into the swing of things. It's really, really very straightforward and simple song compared to much of his other stuff back from his Blues Cat days. This is his version of Spoonful. I didn't sing this. We have attached to this DVD audio files of the Reverend playing this song and singing it, and wonderful, great long verses, a sort of a story he tells about the problems that a little spoonful can create. So before I get into teaching this song right away, the first thing I'm going to do is just talk in general a little bit about the Reverend's style. The Reverend had a thumb and one finger style of playing. He wore a pretty big thumb pick, wore it up on his knuckle, and a large plastic finger pick. And for this video, I'm just going to be playing with one finger pick and one thumb pick, even though my style growing up as a banjo player, I often use a second pick when I'm playing my own stuff. But you know, there's a lot of difference in style between playing with just one finger and a thumb and playing with two fingers or three fingers in that thumb. And that difference is that that thumb takes up a lot of the slack that this other finger would be playing, and in my opinion, and it keeps the thumb really very, very prominent and primary in his playing, and that's really where the power of his playing comes from, the use of his thumb. I'd say maybe 75–80% of his notes are being played with the thumb, and he'll double thumb, and he'll drag his thumb, he'll do all kinds of things with it. So just to represent his style, I'm playing just with a thumb and a finger as the Reverend plays, and he just generally, as I say, uses his thumb through all these things, and that's, if you really want to get into the power and the rhythm of his sound and his playing, give that a try. Just try it. It simplifies things in a lot of ways, and it just brings the rhythm through. Really, a lot of this music, particularly the Reverend's playing, is the right hand. The right hand, it takes a really primary role. It gives the power, it gives the rhythm, and in the right hand, it's the thumb itself that is supplying most of that power and rhythm. So something to keep in mind as we move through these lessons. This song, as I said, was a song he taught to beginners. It's an A blues, kind of without a 4 chord. He just goes from the A chord to the E7 chord, back and forth from the A chord and the E7 chord. It's almost like a talking blues the way he plays it. He's got this beautiful guitar pattern running beneath his rap about the problems created by just a little spoonful. So I'm just going to get right into teaching this song and showing you how he does it. He starts out often, not always, with a little bit of a thumb drag where he's hitting the low E string and coming with his right thumb up against the next string and just kind of dragging that thumb. It's a different sound than playing these two notes separately. It's almost like a pickup sound, and one. It's a pickup note. It's an and one, and two. So what he does is he does his little thumb drag, hits the first string, 5th fret, with his, what's called a long A or a G position A, by itself, and then he pinches it with the high bass. He's using basically these two basses, although often on that high bass, he's brushing, and that's giving the song its rhythm and its power. So it's 1st string open by itself, 5th fret by itself, pinched, and what he's doing is he's pinching on the one and playing the note by itself on the and. So most of the time it's and one, and two, and three, and four. So work on this. It's a bar each. It's 1, and 2, 3, 4, and so it's a pinch and a note by itself, and he's alternating the basses or sometimes dragging his thumb up through the high bass. So it's and one, and pinch, and pinch, and pinch, going from the low bass to the high bass. And pinch, and pinch, and pinch. And he brings this melody down a little bit from the 5th fret to the 7th and the 3rd fret, second string, 2nd fret, 1st string, open, and then he slides. And this is really the core of the melody, this, because he's speaking spoonful, spoonful, spoonful. And what he's doing is he's sliding up on this A chord, this regular A position chord from the 1st fret 2nd string to the 2nd fret 2nd string. That's from the minor 3rd to the 3rd. This is a move in A blues just about everybody in the world does. For my left hand, what I like to do is flatten my first finger out, covering all 3 strings, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. And then with my middle finger, I have it arched so that I can get a really clean sound.